altcoins are done. Welcome back to you, baby dolls. That is actually the tweet from Altcoin Daily. Okay, the Twink Brothers. Why are they the Twink Brothers? Because they blocked me. Okay, you don't want the nickname? Yeah, unblock me. That's the deal, friends. So the Altcoin Daily, I mean, bro, you guys have, think about this. They have 1.3 million subscribers. They're the biggest channel on YouTube, pretty much one of them, for crypto. They get invited everywhere to talk on stages. They get paid like 10, 20, 30 grand for keynote speaking. They accept $100,000 payments to shill a shitcoin on the channel. And their name is Altcoin Daily. And they've tweeted, altcoins are done. I don't know, bro. I am sailing on the friendship with everybody, and I'm going down with this ship. I'm not hopping off. Are you? Now, friends, before we continue on that, let's play some angel music, because actually the big news of the day is there's been some rumors circulating around Jump Trading has either blown up or taken a giant hit. Now, Jump Trading, friends, I reported on them like weeks ago. They had 130,000 ETH related to Genesis, and they were like liquidating. But we're like, oh, there's an Ethereum ETF. Like, okay, they just get absorbed. But then we end up saying the big fat capitulation, and it looks very, very dire and sad. Well, that's crypto, right? This is the news, right? So Jump Trading is a major market maker HFT firm. So that's high frequency trading. Now, friends, I have no respect for HFTs. They're all scum of the earth, literally scum of the earth. And the best example I can give to you is the true one. What HFTs basically do, friends, is a mother is going to buy groceries for her child. She goes to the front of the cash register. She's got $10 in her hand. And then a HFT scum rocks up with a double-barrel shotgun and puts it to her head and says, hey, give me those items you're about to buy at the cash register. So she hands over the groceries and it goes, okay, these things are worth about $10. If you want them and you don't want to die, give me $10.50. And so the mother gives them $10.50. And then the HFT goes to the cash register, pays $10 for them, and then gives the mother back the coins. Back the groceries. That's literally what happens. That is literally HFT trading, friends. Front running, private deals, it's all these background shadows of finance, all these other bullshit market making. Don't for a second believe all the make-believe unicorn stuff. Oh, we're just minimizing spreads. We're just helping the markets. No, friends. They're basically, they suck out value from the markets. Death by 1,000 cuts. Value. What's value? For people like you and me out there. So they're not value makers, friends. They extract value, okay? Now, Jump Trading was founded in 1999, and they trade all world markets. Now, this is one of the founders, right? So I think it was the Jump Crypto Trading, right? Jump Crypto Trading. Say his name is Kanav or Korea, whatever his name is. Okay, now Jump's involved, friends, in Solana, Terra Luna, keeping the UST peg. They actually got betrayed by Wintermute. Wintermute basically did the dirty on them. And yeah, they all had insider deals. They were all like, you know, they had they had billions of dollars pretty much invested at that point. And then yeah, Wintermute screwed everybody. Wintermute, scum. I hope you by the way, Wintermute, I hope you all go to hell. I literally hope your whole office burns. I really do. The amount of bad stuff you guys have done for everybody in crypto, I wish it was you guys blowing up, by the way. Not one good thing has come from that company out there. Most of the crypto industry should be talking about. The reason why they don't talk about winter poop is because most of the mainstream influencers are holding coins where winter poop is the market maker, which means they are distributing on retail at the same time, helping everybody offload. That's why they don't talk about them. Your friend Simon talks about them. They're called winter poop for a reason. Now, all HFT, like I mentioned, they are scum, and they will be given, friends. I gave 2 poopy emojis in the same paragraph here. Like, whoa. 2 poopy emojis. 1 poopy emoji is enough. We whipped out the doubles here. Yeah. Yeah, we did. All right. I'm not taking it back. Recently, shout out to Waz Crypto. Jump have been moving coins recently relentlessly for the last 22 hours. That means they've got people to work shifts, dumping their books on an illiquid weekend following the worst stock market day in years. So you put 2 and 2 together, friends. Obviously, they're in a big world of hurt. and they had to seek liquidity from crypto. So they had to just dump the crypto because they're probably really bleeding offside in other parts of the market, in the S&P 500, world traditional stocks, and their brokers are like, hey man, you have like, you've got 48 hours to basically deposit whatever it is. You've got a guy's got to put in $50 million or $100 million into the account because you guys, your margin's pretty much wrecked. You guys are too far offside. That's what it's come down to. So that's why they liquidate, take losses and everything, okay? Now, obviously, there's all this rumor and stuff. So this is a conscious decision to inflict the maximum amount of pain. Kanav can go F himself. Yeah, so it's always very controversial, friends. See, the HFT people, they get no sympathy from everyone out here because they extract value out here. Once again, extract. Okay, they don't put value in. Don't believe all the junk. It's all a bunch of insider deals. Now, recently, friends, I did report on them having that 130,000 ETH, but we're like, hey, because is it OTC? You don't know what's really going on. Like, are you going to distribute over 6 months or 3 months? And yeah, man, that's the thing about markets, everybody has to sell at the same time, and they click market. Bang, 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 bang. You've seen this, right? That's how you get the big fat red liquidation candles. Now, apparently, friends, what I'm reading as well, I don't know 100% if it's confirmed true, but apparently Jump Trading went heavy on the Japan carry trade, which is you borrow yen money at like 0% interest rates, and then you buy Ponzi coins across the world. So you borrow from Japan, and yeah, so you borrow from Japan, friends, and when you do that, what's Japan's interest rate? Okay, 0% for 10 years, but then you just have the currency risk. That's why they've got to keep the currency and make sure you don't go to zero. And then they go and buy other stuff. But everybody's been doing that in Japan forever, and it's not inflationary. Why? Because if Japan's deflationary themselves, right? Japan's 99.9% Japanese. They don't like immigrants. They don't want to immigrate anybody, pretty much. They're one of the lowest immigration rates in the entire world. And unfortunately, a population suffers for that. So right now, all over Twitter, been checking Twitter, friends, there's like a lot of riots going on in Britain, all around the world. Immigration's getting out of hand. But look, I'm not telling you one's right or wrong. I'm just telling you that to get the up-only Ponzi, which is what people want, you need more babies. People aren't having enough babies. So you can only get the population from somewhere else. They just import babies. That's immigration. Now, in Australia, friends, we're lucky because we can be very picky. In Australia, a lot of the immigrants, they pick and they go, hey, you're a doctor. How much money you got? They put like, upper class people who are like, wealthy families or business owners a lot of the time. Not saying all of them, you know what I mean? There are a few people slip through the cracks, but for the most part, we can afford to do that because our population's so small, man. We've got like 25 million, it's nothing. In Europe and America, yeah, man, there's not enough high quality people like that going around the world. Unfortunately, a lot of them, you see what they're doing now. Just unfortunately, like a lot of crime and stuff happens. A lot of women getting sexually abused in public. It's absolutely disgusting. A lot of these things happening. And yeah, so what do you do at that point? I mean, what's the solution? I'm not joking. I don't know. They need AI androids maybe to make up the difference. I don't know. I don't know what the solution is, friends, because look, if you don't want the immigration part, I know everyone's like, oh, it's be sweet, but do you know what no growth for 10 years means? Do you know what that means, man? Do you want me to show you, friends? Like, I know you understand charts. Let me show you what happens when you don't immigrate. Now, have you heard of Pokemon Island? You have. Okay, Pokemon Island was actually put on an island from a country named Japan. Now, I know you know about Pokemon, but there's a country out there named Japan, which is where it exists. Now, this is the Japanese Nikkei, and it has actually been going sideways for 12,663 days. That's since 1990, friends. It peaked literally January 1990. Yeah, it's been 34 years. And that is not adjusting for the money supply. So yeah, I'm not literally. You want no growth? This is what you get, brother. This is what you get. That's no growth. So it's easier said than done, isn't it? But then you're always wondering, like, hey, which parts of society, which deep state insiders, who's paying off these politicians to keep immigrating at these rates? It is what it is, friends. So this issue is bigger. There's no way out of this but to print money, okay? Because they're bringing in people. Unfortunately, not all the immigrants are great because you can't, man. You know what I mean? It takes time for them to assimilate and everything. So that's what she's pretty much saying, right? So that's why Japan, they can afford, their inflation is going out to buying the rest of the world stuff. Whereas if you do that money printing type of carry stuff in America or Australia, our inflation goes to the roof, okay? Because we have all the immigration and everything coming through. Now, I'm going to show you this chart, friends. So that's what apparently jump trading is involved with it because the cheapest source of capital. Now, in the chart below, right, you have this, which was, look at this, look at this. You see this, look at this bot, bang, bang, bang. Every time, every day at the same time, they're liquidating everything at the same times. It's an S&P 500. It's a time-triggered algo. So, like, you know these guys are huge. Whoever's dumping, friends, is like, you know they're big, man. Like S&P 500, friends, its market cap is 40 trillion. Like, just imagine you were so big that a 40 trillion market cap shitcoin doesn't have enough liquidity to get you out in a day. That's big, man. That's big. 1% of 40 trillion, man, that's 400 billion. Whoa, man. Just telling you, these people, they slice these because all the margins, all leverage, you know, they're just showing you that these people getting out, man, they're big. They're big. They got to dump every day for a week, okay? Also to continue, so this play is so big that you get to see these footprints happening over time. And also, it's happening in Bitcoin, friends. They're liquidating crypto. Here's Bitcoin, 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 Bitcoin. Now, it could be a miner. Some people are saying it's one of the big Bitcoin miners. But yeah, look, remember, the cheapest source of funding is that Japan borrowed money. So it doesn't matter who it is. It all comes from one place. It's like, okay, which currency was letting you borrow at 0%? Aha. It's only going to be the Pokemon Island, guys. Don't forget, friends, we are going down this ship together. I don't care. I'm not going anywhere, okay? Now, these liquidation crashes and wipeouts, they're always the same. It's always a different story, a different face, you know, fluffy slippers on the left foot or the right foot. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing. The slippers are still fluffy. The microphone's still fluffy. Just confirm that. Please confirm friendship in the comment section as well. And it's always someone needs money and the thing that they needed to go up is no longer going up. That's it. Every single time. Someone needs money. They need that thing to go up. Then you got to wonder the N word. This is the real N word, right? Need. Okay, that's the N word we should be talking about in the world, not the other N word everyone talks about, the racial stuff. But need. Okay, that's the real N word. Like, what? Why would you need it to go up? Is it because you're playing with someone else's money? That's what it always comes down to. Leverage. Okay, so the more leverage you have, the more you need it to go up, which means you become a weaker target point, right? And that's that yen currency capitulating. You can actually see it right now. This is the AUD yen. So shout out to Rainy Boo on Crypto Banter channel. He covers a lot of this as well. It's pretty cool that you get to see it. So you're like, no, the currency's down 12% instantly. So you just get to see this is these types of shock moves make everyone, it makes everyone skits out and stuff. So where do we go from here, friends? Well, I've still got the green candle lit for us. Okay, and I will kiss the green candle. We need the green candle. Okay, I've been praying everybody. Friends, I've been praying every saint. Been praying everything. Okay, we need help. We need help once again for you, Cycle Magic. Japan is still pooped. US markets pricing in the recession cracks, unemployment. That's what's going on though. So it's another big player. Have you noticed this, friends? There's FTX and it's like, oh, there was Silverbank and Silvergate. It's always the same. A big player had too much leverage, way too much, and they just get wiped out. They can't make it along the way. You know, you're probably wondering, like, wait, if we went up only, how are they trapped? Well, my friends, what you end up finding out is, okay, these people were meant to, like, liquidate in 2022 bear market. They were meant to, but they end up getting a rescue package that you don't find out until later. Okay, so for example, Jump maybe should have gone under in 2022 with Luna and FTX. But what they did was maybe they got a Japanese friend, right? Maybe they have a friend out here. Hey, do you have the yellow version of Pokemon where Pikachu follows you around? Okay, one of the most innovative things to ever be invented in this world. Little Pikachu follows you around, friend. So they got a Japanese friend, walked into a bank. Hey, I need $180 trillion at 0% rates. They go, sweet, we'll give it to you. And they bail themselves out. But then there's some sort of interest repayment attached to it and they need a lot. So as these things move along time, right, your rate of borrowing, there's principal required to be paid. Yeah, there's no interest rate, but they're like, oh, we need in principal to be paid off, right? And they have terms, and then eventually, like, hey, we needed the coins to go up more. It depends on the size of the bailout. So everyone's always like on borrowed time. It's just that you don't know how much they all sync up, and unfortunately, you all find out, oh no, they all coincidentally need the money at the same time, the same place, and they all hitting the same bids. That's the capitulation, liquidation events we usually see. Now, seeing this type of event, friends, I don't think jump trading is like the end of the crypto cycle. It just doesn't, it's not a fitting tale. You know what I mean? I know we had Lil Pump Soilana forehead tattoo, but you know, where's your friend Somi's top signals? Where's Coinbase #1 app store? Where's Jim Cramer being bullish on crypto? Where is the US self-ban on stocks? Where's $100 billion for a meme coin? Where's $1 billion plus raise? They're not here. They're not here yet at all. That's why when I see stuff like this, like Altcoin Daily saying altcoins are done. I mean, thank you for that. I mean, the universe needs that because we really do want to see these types of like, even though they're joking and stuff, you know they are, but it's just like, just say it out there so we can quote it and make everyone think there's a signal. We're playing games with ourselves. And yeah, I do feel your sentiment, friends. Just some guy. It's been one signal after another, but this poop just never stops dumping something. I'm not afraid of losing everything, but it's effing annoying at this point. Like, if you're going to go to zero, can you not make me wait years and do it already? I know, brother. I know. Okay. Why do you take so long? That's markets, man. They just... Look, the real reason is it's because it's so volatile that paper hands in crypto need to rinse themselves out because they are heavy baggage on the way up. And we don't get the DCA $60 billion monthly up-only Ponzi action that stock market gets. We don't get that. They're buying every month. They're forced to buy. So for us, we don't get that month-to-month buying. So if we just have, when things go down, that's it. There's no buying at all. So the fundamentals and the price, so this is the fundamentals, it's rising over time slowly, and the price just stays down, right? And then eventually some catalyst comes and just makes everything shoot up again. You just don't know when that catalyst is. You don't know how it's going to play out. You just don't know. You just know somewhere in this window of time. That's why this thing just keeps dumping forever. See, here's the thing. You're probably saying, oh, why didn't you tell me this before? Here's the thing, bro. We made DeFi, man. DeFi is an actual real use case for crypto. We have money markets. We have Uniswap. We have DEXs. We have actually pushed the industry. Chainlink's price feed oracles is literally taking crypto to the whole next level to advance us. Like, you got to cut us some slack. Like, bro, we thought we were like kind of not a Ponzi anymore. It's sad, but it is what it is, man. Shout out to Crypto Toby. Toby1 Hexobi. I love saying his name, by the way. It costs nothing to be honest, loyal, and true. Well, sir, we have a big fat upright candle here for Hex. This is Hex from Ethereum, this channel. I know these make us, it's a dopamine hit, isn't it, friends? Just looking at these like, wow, can you just imagine we just went up only? Yeah, we've seen this thousands of times. That's honestly what you do, friends. By the way, this is how you keep yourself entertained while everything's pretty much bleeding out the beehole. I also want to shed this news here for you, friends. There's been a lot of talk of Warren Buffett. Now, Warren Buffett, world's greatest oracle, he's got like $277 billion of cash. Sorry, you should see what's in my wallet, dude. Yeah, so that's a lot of cash, right? Nominal dollars. But Lyn Alden, so shout out to Linny Boo. Lyn Alden has been showing Warren Buffett's cash percentage of his company, it's still sideways. He doesn't have any extra amount of cash. It's just that Berkshire Hathaway has been growing over time, 10% every year, just like the stock market. That, basically his 177 billion is equal to like 130 billion from like 10 years ago, pretty much. So it's just growing up in that over time. It's about 15%, and he does like this basically portfolio rebalancing for everything Berkshire Hathaway, and this is it. Berkshire Hathaway has a ratio of its market cap, its cash ratio is 21%. So it's always been around this constant 21%. So what happens is now that he's got a lot of cash, what are people saying? Oh, Warren Buffett says there's a recession coming, but he's always like ready. He's got the elephant gun ready just in case a recession comes. And his goal, he always says the goal is he's not trying to predict when the next crash is or whatever, but his job is to just look for good deals. And if he doesn't see good deals, he just waits and waits and waits and waits and waits. He's not throwing turbo leverage. He's not going to buy shit coins. And so, but guess what, man? Like, he's been matching the S&P 500 for 25 years. If he wanted to outperform the S&P 500, he needed to be believing in tech stocks, which he did not believe in until Apple finally grabbed him by the balls right? In like 2016, that's when he finally caved in and bought Apple. But yeah, he missed the tech revolution for 15 years. But, you know, it's been another like 9 years since that point, 8-9 years since that point. But he missed the biggest part. Now it's finally like, oh wow, he has products now. That's like, friends, literally the year is now 2039, like 15 years from now, or like 2030 from here. No, actually, it's literally 10 to 15 years from now. Crypto's so big, it's linked to every bank account, everything. Everyone knows what DEXs are. Every game links to it. And there's in-game economies and stuff. And there's like real-world economies and link into cards where there's cash flow stuff. And everyone's like, oh, wow, it's like never going away. You know what I mean? Like, but the time to get into tech was when it was all Ponzi scam. It still is, by the way. When it was all Ponzi scam early days. That's when Google was just a search engine. You see? But it's not in his circle of competence. He says, I've survived my whole life doing really well, but if something's too complicated, I don't get it. So he never got tech. He could not see, because it was so foreign to him, friends. Just like in crypto, like, yeah, it's all Ponzi scam trash now. Just like how the internet was just internet web pages and GeoCities back in the late 1990s, okay? And just like, it was nothing then. And just people playing Quake Arena all day, right? So yes, was that back then? But if you could just think to yourself, man, in 20 years, we'll have real businesses built on here. And it came. Just 10, 15 years later from that point. That's probably where we are today. But you go check the charts of stocks. Where did all the money get made? Not in the past 10 years, friends. The money got made in the Ponzi part, okay? I'll just give you one example here. Look at Intel, okay? Intel, friends, literally, look, I'm going to put this on a log chart just to show you this disgusting chart, okay? Look at this. Intel, when it was just an up-only Ponzi scam, 1976, you go up 383x, okay? But even from the 1990, the internet tech revolution starts, look at that. You go up, you do a 54x on your money. But then, look, friends, Intel has been going nowhere for 25 years. It's actually down 50% after 25 years. Yeah, you want to wait for cash flow to come into crypto, Habib? Hey, let's play some Habibi IB music, okay? Point proven. You want to wait for cash flow so you can be one of those suckers who buys 20 years of it doing nothing? No. You don't want to do that. You want to buy in the Ponzi part, okay? You want to buy Amazon before Jeff Bezos is banging bitches on his yacht, okay? You want to buy it in like, hey, you're a Ponzi. You're a Ponzi. You want to buy it in this part, 40x, okay? You want to buy it in the Ponzi belief stuff. And what I mean by Ponzi, if you knew, it means like you don't have the concrete stuff out yet. You don't have the real cash flow, the mechanics out yet. You just have a bunch of people who know things are growing. People are growing. The networks are growing. I don't know how it's actually going to work, but it's going to work. Okay, that people believe, they're the ones that get all the money. Okay, you wait for that cash flow to stuff coming. Okay, good. You're just going to be buying an 8% per year piece of trash. You might as well buy the index at that point. So yeah, also think about that Warren Buffett, friends. Warren Buffett missing out on tech, missing out on crypto. It is what it is, man. You and I, we're in like 50 years, friends. Hopefully we're still alive. We're going to miss out on whatever's around then, right? Who knows what kids are going to be doing? Probably like Pokemon NFTs. Right? Something even more weird and twisted than that. Pokemon doesn't need NFTs. Pokemon's the reason NFTs exist, because they're so memeable, right? Say Berkshire has record cash hoard one more time. So that's shout out to Linny Boo, Lynn Olden for making pictures like that. That's great, man. Just yeah. So hey, recession could still come, friends. Guess what? Recession's always coming. Think about this, right? The good news is that this has been the worst Bitcoin halving in history. And friends, this is not hyperbolic. It factually is, okay? Factually, it is the worst. Now, here's the thing. We've got to reverse this whole month by the end of this month, okay? But, you know, it can still happen. It can still happen. It's come down to the wire. So far, it's been the worst Bitcoin halving in history. Measuring altcoins, measuring everything else. And as well, measuring it by the banana. Not that banana, okay? Why? There is no flowchart rotation, friends. It's a banana. Now, what's the banana? It's literally money printer goes on. Bitcoin is the conduit first link. It goes up. We skip everything in the middle, and everyone goes to risky stuff. It's literally a banana. You see, friends, God bless your hearts, man. I know a lot of people just don't get it, but my content here is for free, so you're welcome. But people will still say, value rotation in crypto, value and fundamentals. Bro, do you understand nothing in crypto is cash flow positive pretty much? And do you know the things that they're trading at like a 300 PE ratio? You know that? And they still can't go up. You know that, right? So if there is no cash flow positivity in 99.9% of coins, but there's just network effects everywhere, then wherever the community decides it wants to be is where the value is going to be. And why aren't people buying cash flow stuff? I don't know the exact reason why. Well, I've written for you many. You can summarize them. For example, it's actually, friends, it's irrational to buy crypto based off cash flow. Number one, why? You are in crypto community people who left the traditional finance system. So firstly, no one in here likes cash flow positive stuff, because if we did, we'd be in stocks. You ever thought of that? If people actually liked buying cash flow positive things and finished products like that, they'd be in stocks. But they're not. We are in hyper tech. Okay, that's number one. Point number two, go ask any other person, hey, do you want to hold in a bear market? They go, get the hell out of here. No, they don't want to hold in a bear market. Why? Because everything drops 99.9%, and because every single chart of everything cash flow positive goes cash flow negative and gets liquidated. They all get liquidated in a bear market. You go, oh, wow. So it's actually, friends, it's intelligent, and it's adapting to market conditions for someone to say, guess what? If cash flow is not reliable to survive a bear market, why on earth would I be giving my money to these VCs to dump something just because they have something cash flow positive in a bull market? Everybody's cash flow positive in a bull market. Think about it again. Think about what they're saying, okay? These people, they look at retail and they call them stupid. Retail are not stupid. Retail, the reason why we have alt seasons. They're the ones who got to make money first. Now, we had the DeFi thing 4 years ago. They all got destroyed. You know, you had Synthetics founders dumping, Chainlink founders dumping. Everybody just dump. Okay, they learned their lesson now. They're like, okay, well, when Money Printer goes on, I've got to go to hyper risk communities. Hyper risk, long tail stuff. That's what they're here for. Okay, now, maybe one day it changes, when we have the constituents of crypto changing and morphing as we get more boomers, more gray hair people, more silver foxes, more grannies, more people with, like, you know, maybe they have more real world asset type stuff. Okay, that's a future right now. We're not there yet. We're not there yet. Just like tech stocks in the 1990s. Okay, when you guys have your Apple iPhone, which is a device in everybody's pocket in the world, which they couldn't even conceive of back then, by the way. They're thinking in 1999, all right, when we have the device in everybody's pocket that everybody can't live without, then we are a real industry. But only the visionaries like Michael Saylor were thinking about it like then. Like Steve Jobs. Those were the visionaries thinking about it back then. Like, because back then, everyone in internet world was like, oh, everyone has a website. It's all a Ponzi. Because who cares? It's just a website. A website can have everything. But you got to imagine, right? I'm going to leave you with this, okay? I always like to go back in history, and I never judge people. You know me, I'm very humble. I pride myself on that, because it helps me navigate the field, okay? It helps me sniff chairs better. It helps me figure out what's going on. I want that 3D view, okay, with consent. So if you go back to every cycle, I put myself in the shoes of people there. I go, what information were they reading? What were their friends and family saying? Why do they think this was the greatest thing ever? What were they looking at? What were the stories being put out? I always go back and I check that out. And then I always think about myself. Okay, if you gave me a time machine, I was able to walk back. What information would I need to know in terms of self-learning to be able to bink it, smash it? Okay, so when people go back in time, they like basically daydream. They go, oh, I wish somebody told me to buy this share or this coin. Wrong. No. What you want to do is you go back in time, you think about, I wish I had the mind that knew how to hunt. All right. It's like, friends, if I take you back 5,000 years ago, would you rather somebody give you a McDonald's burger for a day? No. You would rather one of the huntsmen, the cavemen, give you a spear and show you how they hunt the lions, hunt the woolly mammoth. You want them to teach you. Hey, I wish I learned how. You wish you knew how to hunt already to do that, right? How to kill a meat and stuff. So that's when I'm thinking, okay, how can we go back in crypto cycles and have that mindset? So what I do then I walk forward to today and I go, oh, what is information around today that I can use from people in the past that helps us kind of figure out we're on the right trend? And that's why I'm telling you, this cash flow, fundamental value stuff, we've been able to like basically peel back the onion. We realize, oh, the visionaries, they don't know exactly how the world's going to look like in the future. They just know there will be products in the future. That's ultimate belief. Okay, and I just showed you the chart. Just give you, I could go through like hours of charts showing you stock market, guys. The time to buy them was in the up-only internet Ponzi part. Okay, when they finally had all the products for the next 10 to 15 years, now all the blue chip boomers, the late stage buyers are in, and now the growth is gone. Now you're just getting your tiny growth stuff. They just feel good because there's a company and stuff around, but there's more overhead. Okay, so that's ultimately what we're getting through to you today to see. Okay, so that's what we can see today. Okay, people coming in, oh, cash flow stuff here, and they'll go, no, people are in a new digital economy, which means new digital friends, which means new digital experiences, and they want to gamble with their friends. They want to speculate with their friends. They want a bull market speculation vehicle. They're not here for this cash flow 3% yield every single year when everything freaking drops 99.99% in a bear market anyway. They're not like that, okay? Now, you can come in and impose your will on the market, but I'll just tell you right now, you get your ass handed to you over and over and over again, right? So that's why not everybody is cut out to make it, because it's not about being the biggest, the smartest or whatever. It's literally, it's who can adapt. And the best way to adapt is to humble yourself firstly and then just look around. Hey, what is the market saying? What is the product market fit? Where are people going towards? Okay, that's what it comes down to. Ultimately, there is no sign that tells you what your thing is doing now is going to keep, it's going to keep succeeding in the future. There's no ultimate sign of that. You just literally have to believe. Okay, do you believe? I'm ready to go down with the ship. The friendship stays forever. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.